Yo, welcome back to Table of Entrepreneurs, man. Listen, who gonna stop me? Nobody. Listen, man, if you haven't watched the previous video, go back and check that video out. I had 3 major questions that I left for you guys that I need you to go ahead and check out. In the description below, I'm gonna have a couple links for you, man. I'm gonna have some links about different things such as Vertex 42. And essentially what Vertex 42 is a website that you can go and get some of the things that we're talking about right now. Free templated budgets for yourself, for your household, for your business, whatever it is that you have. We're gonna go ahead and jump straight into it so I ain't wasting no time. We're continuing this series, Personal Finance Simplified. The link for this book will also be in the description below. All right. Now, in order to be able to get a grasp of your money, man, you got to first understand where your money going. In order to understand where your money going, you got to start budgeting it out, right? Figure out within yourself how you want to see your income grow. Sit down, you get that link that I told you in the bio below. Go ahead and figure out, man, what am I going to do with my money? Where's my money going? How's it coming to me? Too many times it's like you look back and you're like, man, where did my money go? Before you know it, man, you done spent $50, $100 a week at the convenience store or at Starbucks or at McDonald's or whatever the case may be. And then here you are, nickel and diamond trying to figure out which way you're going to go next. Or maybe you're not nickel and diamond. Maybe you have the money, but you letting loose some things that could help build and benefit you in the future, right? Now listen, I don't claim to know everything like I said in the last video. But I'm an average dude, bro, and I sit here, I read, I educate myself, I gain knowledge. And as I gain this knowledge and information, I feel like it's my responsibility to give that back to you all. So what I ask you to do is go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and share. Since the last video, I see we up on our subscription base. Much love, much appreciation, man. Thank y'all so much for that. I can only do this with you, and I'm hoping that we grow together. Now, when you create this budget, man, understand that there's going to be some adjustment period within that. So be flexible, right? Excuse me. Be honest, but be flexible. If you don't know exactly what your budget is looking like, you don't know exactly where your money is coming from or where your money is going, that's fine. Don't panic. I got you, right? I won't give you a problem without giving you a solution. What I need you to do is go ahead and go to your bank statement. Pull your bank statement. Once you pull your bank statement, review that. Don't only pull your bank statement for the previous month, pull your bank statement for the last 90 days. And then that way it'll give you an average on what you've been doing with your money, right? Start off with the income that you have, and I'm not trying to insult y'all. I'm sure once you see this template, the way it's laid out, you'll be able to figure this out on your own. Start with the income that you have coming in your house. And once you have that, go through your 90-day budget or your 90-day bank statements and figure out, on a median where your money has been going. Once you have that, pull that stuff in. Things that are not like a consistent expense every single month, then you can figure out what to do with that. Once you create this budget, you should be able to see that you have extra money that you may be spending or been a little bit more frivolous with. If that is the case, what are you going to do with that extra money? How can you have that extra money to do some things for you to help you out? Well, what you can do is you can create an emergency fund, or we call it a cash on hand account. So this is, and I won't go into the thorough details of this. This will be another video within and of itself, what an emergency fund is, cash on hand, and all that other stuff like that. But you want to have yourself one of those set aside in the event that something comes up, your money is easily accessible, you can get to it, be able to take care of the situation or the problem and move forward without being in the strain, right? After creating this budget, man, you got to stick with it. You got to hold yourself to the flame, right? It may be difficult at first, but you got to ride it. You got to believe in it, right? This is why it's very imperative that you take the time to be honest with yourself. Be completely honest with yourself and don't try to take any shortcuts with that. Roll with the changes. If you create a bad budget, then you're going to have a bad outcome. You need to be able to sit down, take your time, go through the 90-day window of your bank statements to figure out where you at, where your money's going, and create something that's going to make sense to you. And once you have that, roll with the changes, right? Because it may adjust. You may start out thinking, man, I got this perfect thing. It's going to work out. Maybe the first time you create this budget ain't going to work the way you think. That's perfectly fine. It's going to take time for you to adjust and kind of really work it to make it make sense for you and your circumstances and your situation. Now, once you have that, right, this is where I've been going and trying to tell you guys on my Snapchat who've been following me there. Listen, man, the power of time. We continuously make excuses, right? a lot of times we make excuses and we're putting things off that we shouldn't be putting off. And we say, oh, I'll get to that later. I'll get to that later. Or we make excuses about, oh, I can't invest, Lion. I can't invest, bro, because right now I ain't got no money. Yo, listen, I told you I'm not going to bring you a problem and don't give you a solution. If you go to my link below in the description, there's a link for Webull, right? Not only will you get this link, but you click that link, it'll give you some free stock. Start out, if you can, with a $100 initial investment, right? If you start out with a $100 initial investment, then that's going to give you even more stock. If for whatever reason you ain't confident with the stock market or learning how to trade and stuff like that, man, I'll be giving you guys some resources over time to help you read, understand kind of what it is. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't claim to be a financial advisor. Over here at Table of Entrepreneurs, man, that's what we're talking about. Entrepreneurship and growth and the mindset, right? The mindset that it takes to be the best you possible. However, download that, go in and click that link, download it, bro. Create you an account. Get that free stock, right? That's money that you didn't have to put in, that you already have. Now you have a leg up, you have a little bit of an advantage. And if you don't have $100 to start off with, then save your money, right? As long as you deposit $100 in the first 30 days of creating that account, of your account being approved, then you'll get extra free stock, right? Very imperative that you understand that. Also on Webull, we have, I didn't create it, but also they have what's called paper trading. I kind of talked about paper trading to you guys on my Snapchat. For those of you who don't follow me on Snapchat, paper trading is essentially fictitious money. It's just virtual money. You can't take it out, you can't spend it. However, it does give you the freedom and ability to be able to trade, right, as if you were trading money in the stock, to kind of see what your investments would do for you. Now, I will say, understand that the stock market has breath. Same way you breathe in and you exhale out. The stock market does the same thing. So don't ever expect that you're going to invest and it's going to go straight up. It don't necessarily work like that, right? There's going to be rocks and waves within the stock market. And that's very imperative because that means that the stock market is being healthy, right? Just imagine you wake up and you only inhale, right? I don't think things will work out too well for you with that. But the power of time, right? You start investing right now, not only financially investing, but investing in your mind, which is why we got Table of Entrepreneurs, man. That's why we're launching this off. Start investing into yourself and you'll be amazed at what you see. You got to shift the way you think if you want to shift your life, right? The power of what you see yourself or how you see yourself or where you see yourself, it's all going to be dependent upon you sticking to that thought, right? And if you can stick to that thought, regardless of situations or circumstances as they come, I'm telling you, man, you're going to see your life change. I'm telling you, you're going to see your life change, right? You want different things, you got to have different behavior. You got to have different thoughts, which is going to cause you to have different actions. Trust yourself, right? Listen, once you have a little bit of money set aside, right, you can pay some debt off. Again, I'm not going to go thoroughly into this right now in this video. I like to keep these videos maybe 10 minutes, possibly max 15 minutes for you guys, man, to get right to it, get in and get out. That way you're moving on with your day and you got some valuable content from it. But create a budget, right? You can get yourself a little emergency fund set aside once you have some extra excess cash that you see. Pay off some debt. You can either pay off debt with the highest interest rate or pay off debt that is closest to that payoff limit, right? I'll talk about that in another video to kind of help you guys out on that. But what I want you to do in the comments below, go ahead and drop a comment saying, yo, if I got debt, this is the way that I should do it. I should pay off the debt with the highest interest, or I need to pay off the debt with the closest to zero balance. Also, start investing and saving. Start investing and saving. If it ain't nothing but $1, man, 50 cents, whatever it is, start right now, start where you at. And if you do that over time, you'll be amazed at what you see. You'll be amazed at what you see. Now listen, yes, I have a degree in business, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. School teaches you to work for somebody else, right? Now, for those out there that's getting an education, going to college, I'm not knocking it. Like I told you, I got a degree in business, but what I want y'all to understand, school teaches you how to work for somebody else. Here at the Table of Entrepreneurs, we want to teach you how to work for yourself, right? I had a mentor, man, years ago, 2015. I'll never forget, this guy said, those who don't understand business will spend the rest of their life working for somebody else, making them richer. Now, with that being said, we need all type of people in this world, right? I ain't trying to knock on nobody, right? Whether you work at McDonald's, whether you work at a hospital, whether you work on Wall Street, whether you're the richest man or woman in the world. It's irrelevant. We need people in all aspects of life in order to help this thing grow and move forward. But for you out there that has an entrepreneurial mindset, for you out there that's a hustler, right? If you're a hustler, you already an entrepreneur and maybe don't even know it. I challenge you to think outside of the box, and let's help create something for you, for the generations after us, man, that's gonna be far better than what we have right now, right? I'm gonna be real with you, man. Table of Entrepreneurs, I really launched this for the culture, for my community, African American community, dark brown community, whatever you wanna call us, bro. That's what this is about. I come from the hood down there in Fort Pierce, and ain't nobody really teaching none of this back there where I'm from. So I decided, man, I grew up, I got away from that, I learned this information, now it's my time to give back. I encourage you, as we start having, growth on this channel, man, please, if you don't do anything else, share the content so we can reach out to the youth and other individuals, man, to help them gain a different aspect and mentality on life. See, you can start your own business, bro, and it really don't cost that much money for you to do it initially on your startup. But how do you do that? You got to first learn how to manage your own income, your own budget, right? And then from that, you can start shifting and growing in other aspects of your life. If you're wondering what this little green poster board is behind it, man, it's called a vision board. A vision board. I'm going to leave that with you. A vision board. I'm not going to go into detail what it is. Look it up. If you think you have an idea of what I'm talking about, also drop a comment down below and we'll discuss this. This is going to be another video talking about the vision board. But first off, I want to get through this Personal Finance Simplified for you guys as a launching stone for us, man, and then we're going to grow from there. See, you don't want to build a house on quicksand, right? You want to build a house that has a structural foundation, right? And once you build a house with a structural foundation, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Change the way you think, change the way you live, ultimately change your life. I'm Cornelius. Thank you for visiting the Table of Entrepreneurs. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.